I think people in general appreciate coming here because it's one-on-one. It's small, quiet, intimate, a restaurant that's similar to the small restaurants you find throughout the countryside in Europe.
That is a common comment for first-timers. It's like, I wouldn't have expected this here. But in general, it's people come here to get engaged. People come here to celebrate their anniversaries. So we like surprising people.
I've traveled a lot, and I try to bring back all of those experiences here to Tallgrass and share them with my clients. My philosophy is I try to deal with small farmers as nearby as possible, people that are environmentally friendly, are concerned with the organic.
My wine list, I take pride in it that our prices are very reasonable, about half of what they would be anywhere else, but because we own the building, we can do that. Bob has been in the kitchen every day that we've been open, and I'm here in the house, and it's been that way for 28 years. That's what we do.
So, Dr. Doug, you say that Tallgrass is big on flavor. Tell us why you chose it.
Well, first of all, it's in downtown Lockport, which is a very old canal town. You drive in, you pull up, you walk up to the building, and it's a 110-year-old red stone and brick Victorian building. You walk down some stairs, and there's a doorbell that you have to ring, and then they come down and they get you. You walk in, and there's a little vestibule area with this really beautiful wood wainscoting, and then once your party's together, you go upstairs, and it's a very small, intimate restaurant, maybe 10 tables, and you know, the food is what I would call like accessible gourmet food. It's the kind of, you know, when people tell me they don't like gourmet food, I like to take them there because the food is approachable, but it's presented in just such a beautiful way. He's a magician with the way that he creates some of his meals.
The food, it was amazing. It was a very good gourmet meal, completely beyond reproach. It was very elegant.
It's set in a 110-year-old Victorian. It's an interesting
lot
setting.
Of purple drapery.
Lots of wood.
Yeah, lots of wood. The seats were really comfortable. They were huge. And like our two-top, I felt like I had to yell across it. Like, huge two-top. How you doing over there?
So, Chris, you took your girlfriend. Was this kind of a special night out?
Per check, please. Yeah. It was very special. But I thought the restaurant was hands down excellent. Like I've been to plenty of pre-course places. I've even taken cooking classes when I lived in Florence, and I thought this food was phenomenal. Going out to Lockport, I was a little worried.
I'm like, where I'm going?
Right. I'm like, 40 miles, this better be good.
You gotta use your GPS to go dining.
You do. And Lockport was very interesting downtown. I've never been to Lockport, and the character was very old, and the canals and all the locks.
It's a beautiful place, and it's kind of surprising because you don't think it's going to be a restaurant like that.
Right.
It's formal, but the staff are very friendly. You know, they try to make it a little bit more casual experience, which that's kind of nice for the...
Well, Doug, I mean, this restaurant has been around since 1981. When you mention it to people, like this is one of your favorite restaurants, do they know about it, or do you have to kind of explain what it is?
If they know about it, they love it. If they don't know about it, they want to know about it, and then once we tell them, they
I mean, had you two heard of it before?
I had not heard of it.
I had not either. I looked online, and I looked at their menu, and I was like, who knows? I don't know. Can it be that good, really? I was doubting it the whole time.
Sure.
I'm sorry to say I was, but I was. But I first had a ricotta and tomato kind of salad, which was excellent. The ricotta was fresh, very moist. It was good. And then for my main course, I had lamb, which was cooked perfectly, medium rare, melted in my mouth. It was awesome. I couldn't have asked for a better cooked lamb.
My favorite course, I had a sweetbread course, and it was prepared very well. The sweetbread, it was potato encrusted, and it played really well with the Savoy cabbage. The shiitake mushrooms had a light saltiness, a little bit of capers on top. I mean, it was a big surprise, really well prepared.
Did either of you guys get dessert?
That is my wife. That's pretty much why she loves to go there, and she gets the 5 assortment, and she just cannot love that enough.
Yeah.
You know, Doug, I saw somebody bring that out, and I was really tempted, but I was so full by the end.
I got the eclair, and it was awesome.
Really?
It was awesome. I was like, I wanted to go back and hug the shop.
Chris, I got a pastry puff apple with caramel sauce on it, and the caramel had to have been just made because it was just setting, and when you cut it, it was like fresh caramel, and it was It was so good.
Yeah.
So when a lot of people will say, you know, it's gourmet food, you're going to get 2 green beans and a scallop, you know, is that going to be enough? And
Right.
it really, you know, you leave satisfied. There's enough food. You pick one of your dishes as your main entree, and they give you a little larger portion of it, you know.
Yeah,
so
I did 4 courses and I couldn't finish it all. I thought it wasn't going to be enough. I was like, should I do 7? I was contemplating it, but I'm happy I didn't because I was completely full.
Well, Doug, every fine dining restaurant should have a pretty fine wine list. What do you think of theirs?
They really have an extensive wine list. They have like over 200 bottles of wine, and they also, one of the things I like is they have a lot by the glass. And I had a Shiraz Cabernet blend last time, and it was just wonderful.
It's really nice when, especially when you have multi-courses like that, to actually have the wines by the glass. Because, you know, maybe a full bottle may or may not go with everything. You may want to start off with a light white with your beginning appetizers, maybe move into, you know, a red for the main course, and then have some room for dessert wine. So, Tamika, what was sort of the ambiance like of the restaurant when you went?
Well, I found it just a little prim, a little arid for my tastes. Everybody was extremely professional, which I believe that's part of the experience. But for me, I kind of like to, I don't know, crack a joke with a waiter or waitress so that I don't feel bad when I do something stupid, like when they need to use the crummer before the end of the meal. But I just found that they were very professional, and it felt a little impersonal, but I think,
If you joke with them, they'll joke with you back.
Okay.
And, you know, so there's the formalness to it, but at the same time, if you want to be more casual, they'll allow you to be.
You know, Doug, and I did notice, I believe a maitre d' or someone was coming around and like sitting at people's table and actually chatting them up. So
Yeah.
I felt a little left out, but whatever.
The next time you crack a joke, they'll love you.
Okay, I'll tell them I've been here before.
All right, Doug, you chose Tallgrass. Sum it up for us.
Accessible gourmet, very special occasion restaurant, unbelievable food, and unbelievable freshness and quality and presentation.
Tamika?
I believe that it's a great place to go for a special occasion, but it's even better to go there if you're close to the area because it is a bit of a hike.
I definitely agree with that. They also have world-class food and great service.
All right, well, you can check out the classic decor and more at Tallgrass, 1006 South State Street in Lockport, 815-838-5566. They're open for dinner Wednesday through Sunday. Reservations are recommended, and the average tab per person without drinks is $65.